Today, we are going to work on outside blocks, karate style outside blocks. Let's stand up. Let's have everybody step back one seam on the mats. All right, would you stand with your feet shoulder width apart? Let's take a look at the block. Take one hand, curl your fingers so that your thumb can lock on the bottom. That's how you make a fist. This fist is going to stick out. You got it? The other hand does the same fist, except this fist goes under your armpit. So now I have to lift my arm up to make the armpit available, right? Now once I do this, we call this the set. Once I do the set, I can do the block. The hand leaves the armpit and then progresses up shoulder height. It looks like I'm making a muscle. Now the other hand's turn. So I need to put my hand under my armpit so I extend my arm so my armpit's available. Stick my hand in. Now the hand that's in the armpit applies the muscle, the block. So we call this an outside block. Starting position's under the armpit. Ending position is in front of the shoulder. Switch. Extend under the armpit and then finish the block. Kind of a lot going on, isn't there? Extend your arms, set your block. Now the hand that's set, it just comes back to my hip when I block. Set, hand that's out, comes back. Set. The blocking hand travels upside down until the very end where it twists all the way over. Go ahead and keep up. Extend. Blocking hands upside down, like I'm waving at you, until the very end where I twist it over. Switch. Notice the hand is the same height as the shoulder, and it doesn't go past the shoulder. It's directly in front of the shoulder. That's where it ends. Switch. Block. Directly in front of the shoulder. Don't go too far beyond. And don't go too high. Here. Switch. And block. Switch. Block. Switch. Block. Now look. There's distance between my shoulder and my hand. I need to have a bent elbow, so eventually I can go so far that I don't have a bent elbow. So I need to have a bent elbow, but I want space. Space in martial arts is time. Time makes us more successful. If somebody takes longer to punch, I'll be more successful blocking it. If I make a small window of success, it's going to be hard for me to successfully block it. So I want to create more time by creating more space. You ready? Switch with me. Here, switch. Out in front, same height as my shoulder, not farther. Switch. Under the arm, travels upside down, twist out in front. Switch. 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 Okay, relax. This is called ready position. Feet shoulder width apart, hands in two fists out in front. Let's do a horse stance. Take your left leg, step out wide, hands out in front, draw them back. Good, back to ready position. Show me the horse stance again, but when we do it, let's ki-ai. It's a karate yell. And the word we say, if we don't know what to say, is we say, us. You ready? Hey, us. Good, show me again. Ready? Horse stance. Hey, us. Come back. Now look at my hands. Just watch. My hands go out, and then I tighten my stomach on the yell because my hands are going to clobber my stomach on the way back. You ready? Here we go. Hey, us. Bend your legs. Outside blocks. Left hand starts underneath, block. Switching, right hand underneath, block. Switching, under, block. Switch, block. Switch, block. Switch, block. Back to ready position. Have a seat. Here's something crazy. The outside block done in a horse stance will not work. If somebody punches you 100 times right for the body, you might block one. So why in the world would we have you practice a block that's doomed? Yeah, you have to know how to do the movement. And when you do a horse stance, there's nothing to think about other than what your arm is doing. And it's a good workout for your legs. But you would never use it in battle in that way. So the blocks that we do that use our arms, they're secondary blocking tools. We don't want to rely on them. So what's the primary blocking tool? It's dodging. Yeah? It's getting out of the way. Something wants to hit me here, and I move on the way on this travel. I move somewhere else. That's primary. Secondary is applying the block to make sure they don't follow me. Does that make sense? If we get that backwards, you're going to get hit a lot. Stand back up. We're going to do a short cast stance. Take your right leg and you're going to squish it down, put all your body weight on it, and slide your left foot out in front just a little bit. You lift your heel up off the ground so your toes are touching. The right leg in this case squishes down and I crouch like a cat ready to pounce. But my left leg, very light. You ready? Show me again. Short cast stance. Left leg in front. Hey! So 90% of my body weight's on this leg. 10% on the front leg. Go back. Again. Ready? Hey! Short cast stance. The distance between my feet is a foot, 1 foot length of my own foot length, and a half of my own foot. So it's a foot and a half of my own foot length creates the distance, and it's at a 45-degree angle. Go back. Short cast stance. Hey! Us. All right. So from this position, we crouch as much as we can, as long as we don't have bad posture, and as long as this back leg, the back heel doesn't come off the ground. Then we have it perfect. Reset. Let's build the short cast stance by sidestepping. So watch. Right leg, left leg follows, short cast stance. So now I'm dodging. Something's coming at me, and I dodge out of the way. Here we go. Ready? It's dodge. Very light. Reset. Hey! Reset. Let me see yours. Fun! Good, go back. All right, so now, can I have you help me, Hebron? I'm going to try to punch you, okay? You start at ready position, and you do the dodge in the short cast stance. Hey! The punch is heading for him. Now, I was aiming here, but now he's over here, so I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to turn it, and it's going to clobber him unless he adds the outside block. So this is his backup plan. The movement was his primary way to block it. All right, let's do it together. Ready? Hey, we move. We bring the left hand under the arm, and then we apply the outside block. Go back. Hey, move. Get your hand set and block. Reset. Hey. Reset. Hey, quick. Reset. Let me see who's fast. Ready, set, go. Ooh, you guys are fast. Good, reset, looks really good. Go. Yes, one more, ready? And go. Yes, all right, reset. All right, have a seat. We have a recipe, a self-defense recipe. And if you follow the recipe, things usually turn out well. Just like if I'm baking cookies. If I follow the recipe, it usually turns out well. But if I don't know how to make cookies, let's say I make chocolate chip cookies and I have no idea the ingredients. I know chocolate chips, so I put the chocolate chips in there. But then I put hot sauce, right? I put all these weird stuff in there. And then you try it, tastes terrible because I put vinegar in it and I did all these weird things, right? I just made it up and I give you the cookies and you wouldn't even want to eat them. You can just look at them or smell them and you know they're awful. You can't just make stuff up. It doesn't work well. But if you know the recipe and you follow the recipe, it works well. So in fighting, here's our recipe. In karate, here's our recipe. Move, block, don't get hit. That's the first ingredient. You got to put that in. We just practice that. Attack comes in, we move, we block, we don't get hit. If you get that ingredient wrong, the rest of it does not matter. You're doomed, right? The next one is closest weapon to closest target. So first ingredient looks like this. Second ingredient looks like this. This is my closest weapon to my opponent, and I hit their closest target, which is going to be a low line kick. Does that make sense? All right. Somebody, Leslie, can I have you help me? So would you be the bad guy, somebody, Leslie? The bad guy's job is to feed a right hand attack to the body with a right leg forward. Go ahead. So I move and I block. I don't get hit. And then closest weapon, closest target. Watch again. She attacks, block, closest weapon, closest target. Take a look at my blocking hand. She does the punch, I block, and then I'm going to try to grab onto something. We really like to get a hold of people Because people that we have a hold of, we can do takedowns, meaning we can knock them on the ground. If I don't get a hold of them, I don't know if I can take them down. I gotta get my paws on them. That's the first opportunity to grip their sleeve or their arm. Sound good? All right, everybody stand up. Would you guys move up against the side wall? Stay standing. We're gonna break up into some groups. Good, nice block. That's really nice form. You did everything correct. You moved the starting position, ending position. Let's do it again. Hitting right hand punch, right foot forward. Let's see again. Yeah. Yes. You got it. Can I see? Oh, I'm confused. Okay, go back. So now I know you're the bad guy and you're the good guy. Start back at ready position. All right, bad guy. This hand, this foot. Okay, let's see. Do that before the kick. Yep, and you got it. All right, Team Jack, let me see. Yeah, move that way. Yeah. Yeah, the first thing to do is just dodge it. That's the most important. Get out of the way, move to the side. Let's see. Yep. And then his hand's gonna do the insurance block, and now you got the short cast kick. So you grab, and this one kicks out his belt now. You know what to do? Ha! Not bad. A shorter stance makes a faster kick. You know what I mean? When the short cast stance is built. Go! Boom! Okay, not bad. Not bad. You're getting it shorter. Axel, can I be the bad guy on you? You ready? You sure? Go! Yeah, pretty good. You ready? Would you go over here? Here I go. You sure you're ready? Here it comes! Yes! Good job. Can I grab you, Sensei Jaden? So now watch. Sensei Jaden's my bad guy. He does the right hand forward, and I move and I block. I didn't get hit. That's the first ingredient. I grab and I kick, which is closest weapon, closest target. That's the second ingredient. Here comes third ingredient. My kicking leg lands forwards, and I do a palm strike towards his chin. We call this ingredient more power. Does that make sense? The more power usually creates an off balance. Let's take a look again. Now how you'll practice is just like this. Move block, and then do not hit them in the face. Sound good? This person, tighten your teeth every time, because every so often this person's in la-la land and they're not paying attention and they oops it and they accidentally hit you. Well, be ready for the accident by keeping your teeth together. My side, don't go in la-la land. Stay in the game. Have good focus. Don't hit them. All right, let's put it together. We got 3 moves. 3 ingredients of our recipe. How we doing? We got it? Okay, let me see. Yes. You got it. Careful, Max. Don't actually touch him. You can come close, but don't touch him. You guys are looking great. I think we're ready for the next step. Okay, have a seat. Let's take a look at the next step. Can I grab you again, Sensei Jaden? Okay, so let's go through our recipe. He attacks, move, block, don't get hit. Closest weapon, closest target, more power. Now he would be off balance. Which way is he wanting to go? That way, right? So when he's off balance, backwards, I want to help do a takedown that takes him the direction he wants to fall. In this case, I'm going to use his arm to do a takedown. The hand that did the hitting in the face is doing bad stuff. Do you agree? This one, pow, bad stuff. This one's just the assistant. The hand that's doing the bad stuff is going to do more bad stuff. I'm going to use the assistant to hand off his arm to the hand that does bad stuff. Now the hand that does bad stuff is going to receive it palm up, and I want to be able to grip the back of his hand. Now when I did the hand off, then I'm going to spin my back to his back, bring his arm up and over my head, and I'm going to bend his wrist. As I bend his wrist, I want his elbow to point up to the sky, not out to the side, up to the sky. Now watch what happens to his belt knot when I twist on his wrist. As I turn his wrist, his belt knot shoots forwards. Can he stand up? Which way did he want to fall in the first place? When I do this, it helps him. Now he's my partner, so I relax the pressure so he can sit his bottom down and sit on the floor. Isn't that nice of me? Then I pin his belly, and in my hand that was the assistant. After he's on the ground, it comes back and does more assisting. Hand on the elbow so that I can use both hands together to tighten it up by pulling his hand deeper. Once it's tight, I can let go, and the bad hand comes up ready to do more bad stuff. Except it doesn't do anything else because now he's surrendering. Watch one more time and then you'll practice. All right, so it gives me the attack. Move, block, don't get hit. Closest weapon, more power. Bad hand receives. Assistant did the handoff. Bend the wrist. Let him recover his hips. Pin. Knee on the belly. Assistant comes back, tightens it up. Bad hand, loads. Thank you. Okay, let's practice with our partners. Let's see if we can do the whole thing. Let us know if you have questions. We'll come help you. Yeah, that's how it's going to end, like that. And then this knee will be squishing on his belly just a little bit. And this hand will make a fist. And you make sure he sees it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, good, Veronica. Can I show you something that I think you're doing everything fine, there's no problem, but it just gets my attention because a lot of people make this mistake. When they do the turn, when they get to here, they put this hand on the elbow as if it's going to do something. But the hand on the elbow doesn't do anything. It's all in the wrist. So doing the wrist is what does all the work. The elbow does nothing till the very end. You okay? All right. All right, guys, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, Caden, you're looking good. Keep his elbow up in the sky. Yeah, good. Woo. You got it. Nice job. All right, can I see? How about you do it? You be the good guy. Jack, would you be the bad guy? Let's see. Boom. Yes. Correct. Oop, that went funny right there. Try it again. Ready? I'm gonna help you on that part. Yep. Yep. Yep, now watch. Instead of keeping this up, bring it down and do the handoff down here. And that'll get you going in the correct direction. Yeah. Dean, would you put your knee on his belly? It was over his belly, but if you kind of give him a little squish, and that'll be perfect. Yeah. Do you know why? Yeah, because his belly will want to rise as you rotate his wrist on the floor, and that'll help him spin out of the move. Maybe if you squish his belly, he can't spin out of the move. I want you to feel something real quick. So feel what I do to your wrist and how it affects you. Over here, you see the wrist? And then as I put pressure on the wrist, you see how it gets an effect on you? Your hips come forward. But if I don't bend your wrist, let's say I grab your arm, it doesn't do the same thing. So the magic is in holding that wrist over. Can I see again? Luke, would you be the bad guy? Yep. Feel that? Yeah. So that's how you're going to get the wrist right there. Let's pick it back up from the beginning. So the way you get that grip is during the handoff. Let's see it again. Thank you. Yes, please. Right here. So now when you receive it, turn this way. And that'll be perfect for the terrific. Yes. Right. All right, class, have a seat. We're going to have a little fun. So, a lot of times, I don't like you guys to get too silly because it distracts us from doing a good job on the lesson. But now you guys are doing a good job on the lesson. I don't think you'll be distracted on the lesson if you have a little fun with it. Can I grab you some by Ethan? So I'll be the bad guy, some by Ethan will be the good guy, and we're gonna do key hole number 2, what we've been practicing, the outside block defense, but we're gonna put it in a bad guy, good guy story, and the story can be fun. But the fight scene of the story has to be what you practiced. So if I'm the bad guy, he's the good guy, I have to prove that I'm the bad guy. So I have to do stuff, that makes me look like the bad guy. But we're just having a little fun. Like this, and I do this, and maybe he ducks underneath and escapes, and I'm just picking on him, right? And then all of a sudden I go, boom, and he goes, boom, right? And he does the whole move, and I'm down there. What do you think? All right, let's do it. Let's see. All right, class, have a seat. Who's got a good one? Who's got a good one that they can show off in front of everybody? You guys, show us yours. You gotta do the whole thing, the acting and everything. Let's see. Yeah. Man, you guys are ready for the movies. That was a good one. All right, time in. Let's keep cooking. Keep practicing. All right, have a seat. Anybody else got one? Miller, Max, okay. Who's the bad guy? I guess we'll find out when we just watch the show. Well, you guys can come back over here. Do it in your same spot. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, not bad. So things were a little haywire in the middle, right? You got stuck and you're going, which way do I go? But you guys did the right thing. The show must go on. You keep going. I love that. You don't give up. You don't get stuck. You just keep on going. Way to go. All right, time in. Keep practicing. There might be time for another one. Class, let's stand up, face your partner, let's bow out with our partner. And then we're going to reform our lines where we're in the very beginning of class. All right, you guys did a nice job. That's usually pretty tricky. Didn't look too tricky. All right, let's go to attention. Christy? Show me. Great. Turn my way. Cavalier. Taylor. Otogani. All right.